Hi everyone. As I sit down to film this, I am overcome with two very separate feelings: fear and relief. Fear that what I'm ready to reveal about myself will cost me some relationships. Relief that I can finally be open and honest with everyone regarding something I've known and kept as my biggest secret for nearly as long as I can remember. There's really no other way to say it but to just come out and say it. I'm gay. Up until very recently, this has been a closely guarded secret between me, my internet browser, and computer hard drive. It's always been something I was afraid of coming out. Would I make a Freudian slip during a conversation? Would someone catch me checking out another guy? If I did come out, would I have to worry about being shunned, hated, or even beat up for liking someone of the same sex as me? Anytime in the last 15 years I came anywhere close to coming out, those were the thoughts that held me back from doing it. It was depressing. You look on the news and see assholes beating up gay guys for being gay. You see deranged people holding up signs that say, "God hates fags." You go on Facebook and other social media and see otherwise rational and nice people losing their minds over gay marriage and gay rights. It can really affect your psyche. There have been many times in the past where the thought of being found out would be too much. I'd get depressed, push myself away from others, even lash out in anger over the most insignificant of things. I went through all of this on my own because I didn't know anyone like me who I could be open with, and I was terrified of opening up to any of my friends for fear of betrayal and being outed. I was afraid of opening up to my parents for fear of losing them and a place to live. So I let that fear rule the day, and I pushed all my feelings down and instead kept this huge secret. Before this year, I've explored relationships with women, hoping that being attracted to other men was just a phase that I'd get over, and I could have a normal relationship with a woman, get married, have kids, all the normal expectations that my parents and family have expected of me, because otherwise, in a way, it would feel like I'd be letting them down. After a few failed relationships, I got it stuck in my head that I could be happy living the single life, and for the last 5 years, that's what I did. During that time, I really had myself convinced that I was better off alone. As I got into my 30s, I started watching everyone I know find happiness in settling down, getting married and having kids, and recently I started feeling lonely. Not only that, but I was a bit jealous of them and even mad at myself. Why should I deny myself that happiness? Because some closed-minded people would thumb their noses at the gender of the person I would eventually come to love? That has always been a problem of mine. I've always done things through the perspective of what other people would think, and usually end up less happy because of it. I'm finally getting around to the idea of just doing what makes me happy, and if anyone else has a problem with it, then there are plenty of other people in the world that they can interact with. The reason I'm making this video is not intended to be, "Hey everyone, look at me, I need the attention," but more so just to be able to tell everyone at once and have you hear it straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak, instead of just a random Facebook post you might have otherwise scrolled right past. Now, I know most of you watching this are saying to yourself, "I don't believe it. Jay doesn't come off as gay," or "Jay is the last person in the world I would think of as gay." Hell, that's what the first person I came out to said to me. Just because I'm finally being true to myself doesn't mean that who you see will be changing in any way. I'm not going to overnight become your stereotypical sitcom, TV, flamboyant homosexual man that you would see on Will and Grace or Modern Family. That's just not who I am. And that's not a knock on the type of guys who fall into that type. Let your flame burn bright, fellas. My flame will always be more like a pilot light than a bonfire, and I'm okay with that. I may be more open with my thoughts on other men, and I'm definitely looking forward to being open on social media about any relationships I'm in, just as all of you are with your relationships. And if this news disturbs you and you choose not to associate yourself with me anymore, then that's your choice and your loss. All I ask is that you be respectful on your way out. To those of you that stick around, thanks for the support, and I love you all too. Thanks for watching.